A lot of people see adulthood as just a legal label, but the truth is, your life is now in your hands. No one's coming to push you, no one's going to force you to work hard or something like that. No one is going to make sure you're succeeding. That's on you now. It isn't something really you should be scared of. It's something to be more excited about. Because this means that you can take control. You get to decide who you want to become. But it starts with self-discipline. You need to train yourself to be consistent, to focus on growth, and to build habits that will really help you. Not just for a few months, but for the rest of your life. I realized that every decision I made had long-term consequences. If I wasted my time, I was setting myself back. If I invested my time into learning, working on myself, and building something, I was putting my future self in a better position. Think of it like planting seeds. What you do at 18 determines the kind of life you're going to have at, 25, 30, and beyond. So one of the smartest things you do when you turn 18 is start a portfolio. And I don't just mean investments. I mean like a real portfolio. So this includes, for example, a financial portfolio, even if you're starting small, a skills portfolio, documents what you're learning and improving on, and a project portfolio, whether it's a business, a personal brand, or even a creative work. I'm sure you're asking yourself, why should I do that? Because when you build a portfolio, you're building a proof of your growth. When opportunities come and you have something to show, you have proof of your work, your mindset, and your potential. When you're applying for a job, networking, or even starting a business, people aren't just looking at what you say or what you can do. They're looking at what you've done. The earlier you start building your portfolio, the better positions you will be for success. That's why sometimes people really struggle to have, for example, to be accepted on a work or a job or something like that, because they haven't done anything. Look, even at my age, I run 2 businesses, also run a podcast. I also read a lot of books. I'm also going to do a formation about how to become a coach in personal development. I am writing a book. I'm also doing day trading. You really need to do something right now and not wait till, oh, maybe I will get this job. I will wait. Oh, they didn't accept me. Because of what? Because you did nothing. You need to prove to people that you've done something, not that you are doing something, you know? So one of the biggest mistakes people make when they turn 18 is thinking investing is too risky, or that they need to wait until they have a lot of money, like, I don't know, I would say like 10, 20K, something like that. But let me tell you something, that's really completely wrong, like completely wrong. Investing is just about stocks or crypto. It's really about investing in yourself, your skills, and your mindset, and your future. Start investing at 18. First of all, start with small investments. Learn about stocks, real estate, or even starting your own business. Compound interest is real and time is your biggest advantage. And you're also 18. You can be like a freaking millionaire in like not even 10 or 15 years if you just do investments. Okay, to be honest, it really depends how you also diversify your investments and stuff. But if you diversify well, you can be a millionaire. And there is so many people who can tell you. There is also Bill Gates who can tell you this, because he basically built himself with basically investments. So go see also his videos, because he's really interesting. I also talked about him in my previous podcast. But yeah, whatever. Then the second one is buy books. Like really, I know maybe you don't like to read books, maybe like it's so boring. Oh, let me be honest with you. I hated reading books. Like for me, it was so freaking like a waste of time. I just hated it. I bought my first book. It was Rich Dad Poor Dad when I was 13 or 14, maybe 14. I don't remember exactly. But I bought my first book, and when I tell you, at first I was like, am I really going to read this? Oh my gosh. I am so proud, and today I can really say to me, I am so proud that I've read this book, because now I read almost like 30 books like about business, psychology, mindset, and everything. Read something really interesting that interests you. Second thing, take courses. If you don't have the money, okay, then you can wait. Then you can like work on yourself, or like just learn everything alone. That's fine, because I did this for the past, 3 or 4 years when I just learned everything alone. But if you have the chance, take courses. And also, don't buy courses that are like 1,000, I don't know, 2,000. This is bullshit, to be honest. Also, maybe it's off topic, but LG Mindset, I'm also currently working on my website, and I want to create basically a website. I'm sure you've heard of this like so many times. I'm going to sell courses and stuff. Yeah, but first of all, I'm not going to sell courses, just one course or something like that. You're going to have a package. For example, per month, you pay like 20, 30 euros, and you can have access to every single thing, like everything. You can even book a call with me. That's really my point. I really want to make everything accessible. So yeah, that's my plan, but whatever. And the third is really to attend seminars. If like in Luxembourg here, there's so many seminars to attend, and it is so freaking interesting. So go there. It doesn't cost anything. Most of the time it's free. And there is also in France, in Belgium, really important, and that you really need to invest is your health. Your energy and focus are your greatest assets. You should really invest in fitness, good nutrition, and mental well-being. Stop buying junk food. Seriously, it's been 5 years since I haven't touched anything like that. Not in the sense of I haven't ate a burger or something like that. I'm not talking about this. And it doesn't cost a lot. Like, for example, I don't know, buy vegetables. Stop always buying junk food and stuff like that. Buy vegetables, buy fruits. Like, eat well. Fitness, really important. You know, since 2 years since I work a lot, like every single day, I saw that I was always sitting in my room and that's it. And I was just always on my laptop, working and working and working. And a friend of mine told me, yeah, you know what, Luisa? Something that is really bad for your health is sitting all day long. I was like, huh? Like, really? And he was like, yeah, sitting all day long is really wrong and you shouldn't do that. And it's very bad for your health. I started to work every single day. It's so important for me. Here's the thing. Really investing will always seem like a risk to people who don't really understand its value. But the real risk is not investing, not doing anything. Because if you don't start now, you're delaying your success. Your network is your net worth. At 18, you should really start thinking about the people you surround yourself with. Are they pushing you forward or holding you back? Seek mentors, connect with people who inspire you, and build relationships with those who are ahead of you. I'm here. Explain to me everything that you want me to hear. I'm here. Maybe I seem like someone who, I don't know, who doesn't really talk with people and stuff, but I love my community so much that I want to talk to you. I want to know you. I want to know who you are. I want to know the people who are listening to my podcast, listening to YouTube, or I don't know exactly where you're listening to my podcast, but yeah, it's really important for me. If you don't have anyone, please come to me, because I know this feeling. I know this feeling of being alone when no one is trusting you, no one is pushing you forward and always holding you back and always criticizing you. I've been through this shit all my life, so I know what it is. So come to me and talk to me about everything. So back to really building strong relationships and also expanding your network is really be intentional about friendships. You should really choose people who support your growth. Second, reach out to mentors. You shouldn't be afraid to ask for advice from those who've done what you want to do. I did this so many times, and it is the best thing to do. Seek for people who are at the level you want to be. Like the next step you want to be, I would say, my next step is to be even better at marketing. What should I do? Reach out for people who are better than you in marketing. Learn from them. Learn what they do. Always learn from the best. Never learn from the ones who aren't doing anything. Then attend networking events. Try to have as many connections you can have, because this will really help you, like a lot. And then give value first. Relationships work best when you provide value before asking for anything in return. Turning 18 also means that you need to start thinking about financial independence. No one is going to teach you how to manage your money unless you take the initiative. So here's what you should do. First of all, open a saving and investment account. Get comfortable with putting money aside and do it every single month, every single week, or every single day, whatever. Then, second, learn about taxes and budgeting. Yes, taxes. I know it sounds so freaking annoying, but you should really learn about this, because in every country, it's completely different. Learn your parts. Then, avoid unnecessary debt. For real, stop buying those shoes. You have like so many shoes at your home. You have like so many clothes and stuff. What do you want more? You have clothes, you have shoes, you have everything that you want. So stop buying things that you don't need to. Really. I stopped doing this because I'm into fashion. I love fashion so freaking much. But I was like, girl, you have like at least 10 pairs of shoes. Your drawers are full with just clothes and stuff. You don't need anything else. So stop wasting your money. And last point is find ways to make money. Whether it's freelancing, side hustles, or even starting a business, learn how to generate income early. Sometimes it can be really complicated to not have an innovative idea. What should you actually do when you turn 18? So here's a checklist to help you step into adulthood right away. So on Spotify, there will be the checklist in the description, and on YouTube, you will see it, of course, on the screen. So first of all, work on your mindset, read, learn, and surround yourself with people who push you to grow. Second, open a bank account, start budgeting, learn financial responsibility early because it's really a game changer. 3, start investing. Even if it's small, get into the habit of putting money into things that grow. 4, build a portfolio, document your skills, projects, and progress. 5, develop a high-income skill, something that makes you valuable in any industry. It can be sales, coding, marketing, etc. I don't care. 6, create a routine. Success is built with consistency, not motivations. Stop with this. 7, network is really smart. Connect with people who are ahead of you in life and learn from them, not from people who do nothing in life. 8, stay healthy. Your body and mind are a foundation. Take care of them. 9, build strong relationships. Connect with mentors and surround yourself with the right people. I'm also available. Come write to me. You have my email, you have my TikTok, you have my Instagram. You can talk to me like whenever you want to. And last point, gain financial independence. We're in 2025. It's so freaking easy to make money. You have like no excuse to not do it right now. So if you start focusing on these things, you will really be years ahead of the average person by the time you're not even your 20s. So turning 18 is not just about getting more freedom, it's really about taking more responsibility. The way you spend the next few years will define your future. You can either drift through life, wasting your time, waiting for things to happen, or you can take action and create the life you want, your dream life. So ask yourself this question. Where do you want to be in 5 years? What kind of life do you want to live? Because that life starts now. If this episode inspired you, let me know. Share it with someone who's turning 18 or who needs to really hear this message. And remember, success, it really isn't about luck. It's really about mindset, action, and consistency. This was LG Mindset, and I will see you in the next episode. Let me know if you liked it, and like and subscribe. And yeah, that's it. So let's get to work, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.